to get it out of the way, I blew my trading account, my Topstep and Combine account, and I just kind
Max
of
daily loss limit on my 3 funded accounts that I was currently using. I was copy trading all 3 of them, and today I ended up blowing them. And it sucks, right?
That I ended up blowing those 5 accounts that had a $10,000 balance on each of them for $25,000. I would have taken out a $25,000 payout probably in 2 days.
It took me 8 years and over 20 challenges before I got my first payout. That's right, 8 years and 20 challenges. So let that sink in.
I audited my own prop firm to find out why traders actually fail, and what I discovered will make most of you uncomfortable.
A prop firm owner opened his own back-end database, 1,000 failed evaluation accounts, real trade logs, and ran the autopsy. And what he found is the most optimistic thing you'll hear in this industry all year. Because the thing killing 9 out of 10 accounts, it isn't your strategy, which means the fix isn't 5 more years of chart time. It's 3 behaviors. Today, you get all 3. In his data, in a second firm's data that agrees with him, and in the one picture that separates the traders who get paid from everyone else. It looks like a barcode. First, the autopsy, how accounts actually die. Then the barcode, the sizing signature every paid trader shares. Then the number their own disclosures hide in plain sight, the one that says half of you will make it. Here's the man with the data.
Funding, I have the back-end data across thousands of challenge accounts. I can see your exact trade logs, and I know exactly why traders are failing, and 9 times out of 10, it has nothing to do with their strategy. So today
9 times out of 10, not the strategy. Hold that, because everything you've been sold says the opposite. Buy the course, find the better entry, tweak the indicator. His database says you're fixing the part that isn't broken. So what does kill the account? He ran 1,000 of them. Watch the shape.
So I analyzed 1,000 failed accounts, and the vast majority of these traders did not bleed out slowly. It wasn't I'm up 5% and then I had 1 loss. I'm down, 4%. I had another loss. I'm only up 3%. Another loss. I'm only up 1%. And then it just, slowly drifted to that maximum loss limit. That's not typically what happens. What happens is they fall off a cliff.
Not a slow bleed, a cliff. 1 ordinary loss then. His words. A 45-minute emotional spiral. Frustrated, 3 more positions, size doubled, trying to get it back before the daily close. The account doesn't lose a fight. It loses 1 afternoon. And before you file that under one guy's opinion, here's a second firm running the exact same autopsy on its own database, FTMO. Their analyst, their failed challenges, their channel.
Because we are gonna look into some of the failed FTMO challenges. This first one, for the most part, this trader was doing quite alright until trade number 84 or 83. And from that point on, it went really downhill from there. And basically, this is not the end of the story for many traders, because some traders are able to get out of this, but unfortunately, this trader wasn't able to. And in these cases, you are really able to see if the trader is able to psychologically handle the stress that comes with a huge loss. And unfortunately, I think that this trader didn't handle it that well.
Doing quite all right until one trade, then downhill, and the analyst verdict isn't about the setup. It's whether the trader could psychologically handle the loss. Different firm, different market, different database, same autopsy. When 2 firms' back-end data agree this precisely, that's not content. That's a finding. Episode 1 showed you the machine is built to harvest exactly this behavior. The traps are aimed at your composure, not your strategy. That was the bad news. The autopsy is the good news. The cause of death is a behavior, and behaviors can be changed by Monday. Now the picture that pays for this video. When his team audited the winners, the traders who actually got paid out, one thing was identical on every single account. Not the strategy, not the market, the sizing.
Audited the winning traders who got paid out. Their lot sizes looked like a barcode, completely uniform.
A barcode. Every bar, the same width. Same risk, every trade, win or lose, Monday or Friday, confident or scared. Now look at a failed account. The failed accounts look like a roller coaster. And there's a pattern inside the chaos. The bars spike right after losses. That's not a sizing style, that's emotion printed in position sizes. The firm can see your tilt from orbit. You never even said a word. And this isn't a metaphor. Here is a real funded account from the audit. NASDAQ, the instrument half of you trade.
Look at the volume of their trades. Except for their last trade, every single position size was the exact same. 10 lots, 10 lots, 10 lots, 10 lots, 10 lots. 10 lots across the board, all across the exact same asset, which was NASDAQ. This is
10 lots. Every trade, a look closer and it gets better. There's a $1,600 loss in that log, a $1,000 loss, and the very next position is 10 lots. No revenge size, no fear size. The barcode held under fire, and that account collected a $3,600 payout.
is consistent across the board, and this is going to allow their edge to actually play out. If you're going based on
Consistent sizing is what lets the edge play out. Your strategy needs volume to express its math, and emotional sizing keeps interrupting the experiment. Here's the math that makes the roller coaster fatal, and it's brutal enough that he quotes it as a warning. Risk 0.5% on your winners and 3% on your losers, and you fail with a 70% win rate. Run it. 10 trades, 7 winners at 0.5% plus 3.5. 3 losers at 3% minus 9. A 70% win rate, and you're down a 5.5%. The daily loss limit never even got a vote. Your size asymmetry failed the eval before your strategy got to play. So behavior 1 is the barcode, one fixed risk number every trade. Behavior 2 comes off the cliff data, a loss velocity break. After any loss, the next trade can't be bigger, and after 2, you're done for the session. Not because discipline is noble, because the cliff needs speed to kill you, and the break removes the speed.
So if you're placing 20 trades a day on a prop firm account, you're working for the broker, not for your
Trade count discipline. The 1,000 cut deaths were accounts paying the spread 20 times a day. The winners in his data traded a fraction of that. 3 behaviors, 0 of them are entries. Now, the number nobody puts in a thumbnail from a disclosure we've quoted before for darker reasons. Topstep's own published statistics. Yes, per attempt, only 16.8% of combines pass. Episode 2 priced what that costs you, but the same page publishes a second number, 51.8% of the people who try eventually pass. Half. Their own funnel says the eval is not a talent filter that rejects you. It's a behavior filter that rejects versions of you. Attempts are how the losing versions get filtered out, and the traders who internalize that treat failed evals the way the barcode treats losses. Same size, next attempt, no spiral.
You read that title right. I failed over 25 prop firm challenges before I got funded. Okay, and in this video,
25 failures, then funded, 20, then profitable. Statistically, those aren't sob stories. They're just what 51.8% eventually looks like from inside one life. The machine bets you'll spiral before you standardize. The half who make it just standardized first. I've cleared over 100 payouts from inside this industry, and I'll tell you the honest version. The barcode is boring. The break is boring. Counting your trades is boring. That's the entire trade on offer. The machine pays you exactly as much as your boredom can afford. The autopsy says your strategy was probably never the problem, which means for the first time in this series, the fix is free. So run yours tonight. Pull up your last 20 trades and chart nothing but the position sizes. 10 seconds. If you see a barcode, your problem might genuinely be strategy, and that's rare company. If you see a roller coaster, congratulations, you just found the leak, and it isn't the one you've been paying courses to fix. Print the profile, 1 risk number, never bigger after a loss, fewer trades than feels right. That's the barcode, and their own data says it's what the paid accounts have in common. Next episode, you passed. Now the real game starts at the payout. What risk desks actually flag. The rules nobody reads and why 1/3 of funded traders never see $1. The machine's last door. Subscribe. The checklist's already written.